Alright, welcome to a test recording. I'm not sure if this will see the light of day, or I might just, never show this to anybody. But, let's see how this goes. So today I am playing Phasmophobia. To those of you who don't know what this game is, it is a ghost hunting game. And therefore it is slightly spooky. But currently, right now, it is not as spooky as it normally is, because it's currently Christmas. Well, not quite, but you know, nice of them to be festive, I suppose. Um, so what we're just gonna do is a test hunt, just to see how everything goes for the recording, and then if anything goes well, then we might make this into a series. So we shall just run this on a simple difficulty, so that we can explain processes to everybody and not have to panic too much while this is going on. I'm gonna change the my loadout to back when I'm playing by myself. I will explain everything as we go.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
So on this difficulty, I start with a grace period of 2 minutes before the ghost can either hunt and or fit or kill me. So I do get like a slight period of time to try and get things set up. We have our name of the person. You don't have to use it when you are trying to contact them or trying to interact with them. Response to people who are alone. It can be either people who are alone or everyone. When it comes to spirit box responses, which is this little device here, which will go through different radio frequencies, but ghosts can use it to respond in short sentences about whatever the question is that was asked. We will not start with that though. We have our optional objectives of getting our sanity down to 25, which is basically anytime we're experiencing a ghost, or we are seeing any events or interactions or being in the dark will drive us crazy. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. The crucifix will block any hunt that will occur in the room, so that it will prevent it from trying to kill me. Detect a paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone, which is a old-timey listening device for the elderly, but has been repurposed into being able to hear paranormal noises or being able to detect any interaction that is nearby. But to start off, we first need to see if there are any ghost orbs, which will help us try and find the ghost. So I will always start with a video camera, and then a thermometer in case I cannot find the ghost orb, to then figure out the coldest room in the house. And then an EMF detector, which will pick up any electromagnetic frequencies, basically anything that is thrown, any doors that is touched, or anything that will help give us a hint of where the ghost is. So I always start with these three first when I'm doing my own stuff, and then I usually move on to the other stuff. So we shall go ahead and start. We'll grab the car key in case they decide to start making an interaction with the car, to make that go off. Check for hiding places in case anything goes bad. I'm I'm not sure if that picked up, but currently this door was just touched and the window was just touched. Therefore, it is very likely that the ghost could be in this location. Currently on the difficulty we are playing on, I am not sure if the breaker is off, so we don't have power, so I can't turn on any lights. And also the house will not warm up, so I cannot tell which room that the ghost is in based off of temperature until the house warms up. Okay, got another house getting placed there. Now with the thermometer, as any place warms up, it will then rise in temperature in more places than one. And we're looking for a place that drops in the temperature of anywhere between 3 to 1 Celsius, which would be this room here. So we could just do another double check for ghost orbs in here, which will just be little tiny dust specks for anybody who doesn't know what they look like. Currently we do not have them, so I will then rule that out by saying that they are not here. So here is the list of all the ghosts that we have, and if I do not have ghost orbs, it then narrows down any of the ones that do not have ghost orbs when they are seen. So we can leave this behind for now. Another temperature read. Now 2 degrees Celsius. So we're looking for freezing temperatures as another response, which would be anything below 0 degrees Celsius, but if you have this switched to Fahrenheit, it would be 32 and below. We just need to keep checking that periodically. And then an EMF 5 would be on this device if the bars on any of the 3 rows here go all the way to the end. This is an extra collectible, which is just a bone for the of the deceased, which allows you to get extra money for taking a photo of it. So we're not going to pick that up yet until we get a photo camera. So now we must head back and get more stuff. More hands. So this is a 4-player game, so if you do have friends, it's a lot easier for people to just be like, hey, you carry this thing, you carry that thing. But when you're doing it by yourself, it's pretty much, oh, hey, I gotta do all this by myself and keep transferring stuff in. So a dots projection is basically just a fancy camera that fills the room with little dots, hence the name. And if the ghost wants to, it could show itself in the dots projection and will reveal itself and allow it to be seen. The ghost, if it will interact with it, it will be able to just write into the book and that's another evidence that we can get. And we'll try a spirit box response. How are you here?
Taken away.
How old are you?
An elderly victim.
Are you friendly?
Oh, he's crying.
Okay. So, that was a nice, easy one to get there, which was a spirit box response. We don't have any other information on what it is right now. But we have gotten the spirit box and the ghost orb, so narrowing down even more. Check on the sanity. We're at 87. Most ghosts will hunt below 50. There are like 2 ghosts that will hunt at 70 and 80, but currently they are not on the list, which is either a demon or a yokai. Both of these one will attack at 70, and the yokai will try and attack depending on how much I talk. Because they don't really like people talking. I can relate sometimes. But just for safety, we're just going to take this in so that in case we lose track of our sanity, and then it ends up biting us in the butt. Okay, so there's another evidence there, which is ultraviolet. We can take a photo of that for our photos, and if it's 3 stars, we get more money out of it. And also take a photo of that bone from earlier. Then we can also cross out ultraviolet. Which now leaves us with 3 types of ghosts, which is a phantom, a poltergeist, and the mimic. So then we can go into the ghost list itself and say, oh, so what we need for a phantom still? We still need the DOS projection. So waiting for it to show up in here. We have poltergeist, which will be if it writes in that book. And then we have the mimic, which would be an EMF 5. So for a DOTS projection, we need to have it kind of darker to see in here, so it's easier to like be able to see the ghost. Because if it shows up in the DOTS projection, you can actually see it, as opposed to, but it won't be its like full form. Instead, it'll just be a green silhouette, like that. And let's see. I was trying to get a photo of it, but since it is a phantom, it has a unique ability to disappear from every photo it is taken. It will still give you the points if you actually got it in the frame, but we actually had trouble with that. Also, it's kind of finicky because it barely shows up regardless. Just more photos of interactions to try and get a perfect investigation, which is completing your optional objectives and filling your photo book with 3 stars. You can get pictures of both of these. But how the 3 stars photo works is if you take a photo of anything and it is in the center of the frame of whatever you're taking a photo of, and it was also a recent interaction. So, as you saw there, I finally got a picture of the ghost. But since it was a phantom, and that unique ability is that even more solidifies that it was a phantom because it disappeared from the picture as soon as I took a photo of it. So we are correct on our ghost. I just gotta finish the rest of this stuff. And occasionally, every map will spawn with a cursed item, which is the reason why the ghost is here. It will occasionally be anything between like tarot cards, there's a music box, a voodoo doll, a monkey paw, a summoning circle, and a haunted mirror. And all of those have unique things that they can do to either help you find the ghost or get photos of the ghost and to just kind of help you out in general. But they can be very bad at the same time. Like there is a card in the tarot cards called Hangman, and if you get that, you are instantly killed. Definitely not messing with that. Okay, so one of my optional objectives is to get us out with a parabolic. I had forgotten about that. Excuse me. Okay. So what we're currently hearing is the sound of the fan outside in the main room, which if we want to make sure that doesn't make any background noise, just turn that off. So paranormal sound would not be anything that like it interacts with. It would only be if it like whispers into the mic, into the microphone, or um, some occasionally can scream in the mic, which is not fun. But we just need to just comb the room a bit. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I still need to get one more photo. Have we touched any doors? Oh, man, I forgot how dark it was. Alright, I guess I'll try a card or two. Actually, before I do that, just to get ourselves some safety nets before, in case some of the cards end up causing a hunt or anything. We can get incense, which will blind and slow down the ghost if it is lit next to him. Ah, there we go. Okay. We got all of our photos. That means you don't need you anymore. Alright, let's try our first draw. Oh, that was close. That was the part I was talking about earlier. That would kill you instantly, but the Fool mainly is just well, it's a prank. And it's a freaking bullcrap prank, I'll say that much. Let's try that again. Wheel of Fortune, and that can be either green or red. Green gives me sanity, and red lowers my sanity by 25%. Green or red. So green will raise by 25, red will lower by 25. Now, that wasn't good on my end, because, you know, we need to be underneath the 25. The tower. That will increase interactions in the ghost room by double, so you'll get more lights flickering, you'll get more stuff thrown across the moon. Now that would have been nice because I would have dropped my sanity to 0 and then we would be done with this. Wheel of Fortune, the Fool again. The Tower. Okay. Doubles the interactions. Tower again. And these do not stack. Okay, sanity's up. The Hermit traps the ghost in its room for a minute, and will also increase the interactions as well. And the last card we got, again, is the Tower. So nothing helping us in the sanity aspect of things. But I mean, it was so nice to get all that stuff. Now, you can leave after you do have all your photos and your evidence. That's all that really matters for the most of the money. But the optional stuff will give you the perfect to get like an extra 150, I think, depending on the difficulty. Now, the difficulty I'm on will give me double the rewards. But usually I run on one that gives me 4 times. Now, that would be a ghost event. And ghost events are different from hunts because the ghost doesn't actually hunt you. Instead, it just stands there menacingly, freaking me out. Any sign that you can tell of a hunt, if you're able to see, is the front door is kind of a good sign. If the door slams shut and locks is a good sign to tell you. Any other event, it would probably be really hard to tell, especially if, like, say you were in this room doing stuff and you just couldn't see. So you gotta be really listening for that door to lock. But if you can't hear it, another sign you could just be saying is if the ghost mainly tries to make a beeline to you, as opposed to just standing in a room not doing much. Turn that off since, well, actually we still need it because we can still see the ghost, because I forgot that we have the dots evidence. I could be draining my sanity by just sitting in a dark room talking to a potato friend here. But, you know, playing solo, it's kind of hard to not have much fun because you don't have other people to bounce off of. Except I have you, little potato. Isn't that right? Yeah, where's your caviar? I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, you fell on the floor. Oh no, you fell into the bench. Damn. Ah, he's lost the name. Oh, never mind. There you are. I'll call you Tate. Tate, you'll get me through this. As my sanity slowly dips into probably the lower things, right? No. I'm not sure how dark it is by your standards, but the only thing giving me light is the outside room and the slight glow of the potato. Hey, Tate, I got a special mission for you. Go see if it's safe in there. How's it looking, buddy? Well, you're still alive, so I guess that's what matters, right? Yeah, we actually need to go back to the truck and check our sanity. I mean, I'd say I'm insane. Really? It hasn't gone down at all. Huh. Because this ghost hasn't been doing all that much. Hmm. Ooh. That's probably the only that's the only deceiving event I could possibly explain. That's hard to explain on that one, where it makes a beeline towards you. Now, on lower difficulties, you will get a grace period that would actually save you, and so it wouldn't be an instant run like that. So that would be one sign to tell that that was an event, because it just showed up immediately with no warning. Whose freaking kid was that? That was a grown man. That was a grown demon Krampus man. So why am I hearing a kid? Ah, another event. Ugh. Just gonna stand there, make my heart race. Oh, that ain't good. My sanity drop a lot? Or like, are we talking like, oh, it only dropped by like 20? Now that's more like it. Now we're in the hunting range. Oh, hello. Not now, John. Alright, still not below 25 yet. But we have the possibility of it hunting. Showed up in the dots again. Now this is probably the slowest one. Nope, there's a hunt. Oh, damn. That backfired. He then decided to end up hunting from outside of the room that I was in. It can do that. Well, we're dead. But we were correct on the hunt, on the ghost. Fortunately, I missed out on all that sweet dosh, but oh well. But anyways, that is our... Anyways, that was our first foray into possibly a series of Phasmophobia. I sure hope you enjoyed if you were able to watch this. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.